Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Yasir Gulfraz. I'm your tutor for financial reporting. This is our last session of financial reporting, which is about assignment. Today, we will discuss assignment objectives and provide guidance on what expected. The focus is on preparation and interpretation of financial statement for different businesses entities, specifically sole traders, partnership, and companies. Uh, so the learning outcomes include preparation of financial statement for sale, trading, and partnership. Uh, you will be able to prepare accurate financial statements for these entities, incorporating necessary adjustments. Then we will discuss preparation of company financial statement. You will be able to prepare financial statements for companies adhering to relevant accounting standards. Then finally, interpretation of financial statements. You will be able to analyze financial statements and provide justified recommendations based on their interpretations. So before I go further, if anyone is there, can you guys see my screen and can you hear my voice clearly? So be able to prepare financial statement for sole traders and partnership. This outcomes emphasize the importance of preparing financial statement for sole traders and partnership. It sets the foundation for the subsequent detailed tasks, highlighting the need to accurately reflect the financial position and performance of these entities. Uh, Prepare a financial reporting statement for sole traders and partnerships. This is task one, preparation of financial statements for sole traders, income uh, statements. This is the statement that shows the revenues uh, and expenses and profit over a specific period. Then a statement of financial position, also known as the business balance sheet. The statement displays the assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific point in time. Then capital and current accounts. These accounts track the owner's investment and withdrawals, as well as the changes in the working capital. Appropriations accounts. Appropriation accounts. This account is used to show the distribution of profits in a sole trader's financial records. So the task requires the use of a sample company. You can select any company which is UK listed to prepare these statement, and should be around 300 to 400 words. Prepare financial statement incorporating relevant adjustments of a specific partnership. Uh, Valuation of inventory, ensuring that inventory is valued accurately at the end of the period. Depreciation of non-current assets using methods like the straight line method and the reducing balance method to allocate the cost of assets over their useful lives. Irrecoverable debts, accounting for debts that are unlikely to be recovered. Provision of doubtful debts, estimating and providing for potential bad debts, accruals and prepayments, accruals recording expenses that have been incurred but not yet paid. Then finally, prepaid uh, recording payments that have been made in advance for expenses. Evaluate the purpose of prepare financial statement for sole traders and partnership. Further reading. This task involves evaluating the purpose behind preparing financial statements and explaining the accounting process involved. Identification, recording, classification, measurements, reporting, and communications. This step outlines how financial data is processed from raw transactions to the final financial statements. Importance, explaining why these steps are crucial for business growth, strategy, and decision making. Example and critical analysis, providing examples and critically analyzed how these financial statements aid in various organizational functions. So this section should be around 200 and 300 words. Next, we are coming to the evaluate the usefulness of sole traders and partnership financial statements to organizational stakeholders. This task requires an evaluation of how financial statements are useful to various stakeholders, such as shareholders, employees, potential investor, directors, managers, suppliers, customers, lenders, government, and uh, analysts. So, shareholders assessing the profitability and financial health of the business, employees understanding the financial stability and growth potential of their employer, potential investors making informed investment decisions, directors and managers making strategic business decisions, suppliers evaluating the credit worthiness of the business, then customers ensuring the business can meet its obligations, lenders uh, assessing the risk of lending to the business, government ensuring compliance with regulations and tax obligations, analysts providing insight and forecasts based on financial data. So, uh, draw a table to complete this task and mention the usefulness of financial statement for sole traders and partnership. Words count for this section 405. So a table can be used to complete this task, which should be around 4 to 500 words for systematically discuss the usefulness of financial statements to each stakeholder group. Any questions so far, if anyone is there? Okay, so next is a be able to prepare company financial statement, prepare financial statement incorporating relevant adjustment for specific limited companies. So for this task, you need to prepare financial statements for a limited company, incorporating necessary adjustment. The main elements of these statements, including uh, private limited companies, uh, private limited companies income statement shows the company's revenues, expenses, and profit over specific period. Then statement of financial positions displays the company's assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific point in time. Public limited companies, main element of public limited companies annual reports, for example, journal corporation, corporate information, accounting policies, uh, income statement, statement of financial position, statement of cash flows, notes of the financial statement, chairpersons and directors report, and auditors report. So, journal corporation information, basic details about the company, accounting policies, the principal basis, conventions, rules, and practices applied by the company in preparing and presenting financial statements. Then income statement as above for private limited companies, statement of financial position, same as private limited companies. Statement of cash flows shows the cash generated and used during a specific period. Notes to the financial statement, additional information to supplement the primary statements. Then chairperson and directors report, summarize and analyze from top management. And then finally, auditor reports, which is the independent auditor's opinion on the financial statement. Uh, the words counts for this section is around 400 to uh, 500 words. Next is prepare a statement of cash flows for a specific limited company. Uh, in in this task, so period and adjustments, valuation of inventory, depreciation of non-current assets, for example, straight line method, reducing or dimensioning balance method, irrecoverable debts, provision of for doubtful debts, accruals, and prepayments. So in this task, you need to prepare a statement of cash flows for a limited company. Uh, this statement summarizes the cash inflow, flows, and outflows during a specific period and helps stakeholders understand how the company is generating and using cash. So, to do the effectively, you will incorporate several period ending adjustment to reflect accurate financial information. Uh, Here step by step guide on how to prepare the statement. So structure of the statement of cash flows, uh, structure of cash flows, opening activities, investing activities, financial activities, then components and adjustments, valuation of inventory, opening inventory, start with the opening balance inventory, then closing inventory, adjust for the closing balance of inventory, the changes inventory in inventory levels affect the cash flow from operating activities. Depreciation of non-current assets, straight line method, reducing balance method. Straight line method calculate annual depreciation by dividing the cost of the assets by the useful life. Reducing balance method calculate depreciation as a fixed percentage of the book value of the assets at the beginning of the year. So these non-cash expenses are added back to the net income in the operating activities section, since you have to do not involve actual cash flows. Irrecoverable debts, write-off bad debts, reducing the accounts receivable balance. This affect the operating activities as it reflects the actual cash collected from customers. Provision of doubtful debts. This adjustments ensures that the accounts receivable balance is realistic and affects the cash flows from operating activities. Accruals include expenses that have been involved liabilities and not been added back to the net income to reflect actual cash outflows in the operating activities. Prepayment, direct payments, expenses paid in advance from the operating activities, since you have have to represent cash outflows that have already uh, occurred but relate to future periods. Evaluate the needs to identify and correct omission and errors prior to preparing companies' financial statements. Uh, in this section, you are tasked with understanding the importance of identifying and correcting errors that do not affect the trial balance before preparing company financial statements. Key points to cover including identification and explanation of errors. You should identify and explain various types of errors that do not impact the trial balance, such as omission, commission, principal, compensating, original entry, and reversal errors. These errors may distort financial reporting if not corrected before preparing financial statements. Then, understanding of error correction. Explain how to correct errors uh, that do not affect the trial balance. This involves understanding the methods and procedures for rectifying errors, including the use of suspense accounts. Correction of errors, provide examples and discuss the correction of errors using the suspense account and journal entries. Shows how to adjust financial statements, including revised profit and statement of financial position extracts after error corrections. Then effect of errors on financial statements. Explain the implication of errors on financial statements. Discuss how uncorrected errors can misrepresent financial performance and position, affecting stakeholders' decisions. Uh, application application of accounting concepts. Apply relevant accounting concepts in error identifications, correction, and financial statement uh, adjustments. Identification, correction, and financial statement adjustments. This includes concepts like accruals, depreciation, and matching principles. So words count for this section or for this task is around 300 to 500 words. So next is to interpret financial statement and make justified recommendations. Uh, this section covers the final learning outcomes, which is to interpret financial statements and make justified recommendation based on the analysis. So, calculation and interpretation of liquidity ratios, profitability ratios, working capital ratios, efficiency ratios, resource utilization ratios, interpretation of accounting ratios of comparison them to similar companies and industry average ratios. So basically, you need to calculate and interpret various accounting ratios, including liquidity ratios, which measures the ability to a company to meet its short-term obligations. Profitability ratios measures the ability to generate profit. Working capital ratios assess the efficiency of the company's operational efficiency and short-term financial health. Efficiency ratio indicates how well the company uses its assets and liabilities. Resources utilization ratios measures how effectively the company uses its resources. This task also requires interpreting these ratios and comparing them to similar companies and industry average. So, word counts for this task or this section is around 300 to 400 words. Next one is make justified recommendation of process improvement of a to a specific organizations. Justified recommendations and conclusion to meet the needs of relevant parties, discuss the benefit and limitations of ratios. So you need to provide justified recommendations based on the analysis of accounting records, considering the needs of relevant parties. So you have to discuss the benefits and limitations of using ratios for this purpose. So again, the word counts for this task or this section is 200 to 250 words. Any questions so far, if anyone is there? Okay, so analyze the usefulness of accounting ratios when evaluating accounting record, the usefulness of ratio analysis when assessing the performance of a business. You will analyze the usefulness of ratio analysis in assessing the performance of a business. Uh, Word count for this section is between 200 and 300 words. International will evaluate international differences in financial reporting, application of relevant accounting standards, for example, international accounting standards, international financial reporting standards, and UK GAAP for FRS 102 and FRS 105. So explain the different financial reporting methods and their differences. Use a table to submit this evidence. So this task involves applying relevant accounting standards such as IAS, IFRS, and UK GAAP. So you must explain different financial reporting methods and their differences using a table to represent an evidence. So word limits again between 200 and 300 words. So here are some further tips at the end of your assignments. Uh, Read the task carefully. Command of verbs explain, define, describe 7 to 700 words. Assess, examine, clarify, analysis 125 words. Compare, contrast, critically analysis 150 to 200 words. Harvard referencing system. Referencing need to be Harvard. For example, author and date styles. For example, Johnson and Woods 2011 in text and full citation in the references. So basically, you should include a comprehensive Harvard reference list of all the sources you have cited. This list should be arranged alphabetically by the author's last name to ensure ease of use. For books, provide the author's name, the year of publication, the title of the books, the publisher, and the place of publisher. So for journal articles, include the author's name, the year of publications, the title of the article, the name of the journal, the volume number, the issue number if applicable, the page range, and the DOI or URL for online sources. uh, Provide the author's name if available, the year of applications if available, the title of the web page or document, the name of the website, the URL, and the date you access the information. Uh, so it is very essential to follow the specific formatting guidelines for each type of source to ensure consistency and professionalism. Uh, right. Consistency. Also, I will, explain a few more things. Consistency is formatting your referencing list is crucial. Ensure you use the same style for all entries and double check your citations and references for accuracy and completeness. This attention to detail will help you create a well-referenced assignment that adhere to the forward reference system and demonstrates academic integrity. Plagiarism, the act of using someone else's word, ideas, or work without proper acknowledgement or permission and presenting them as your own. So it can in various forms. So uh, including direct plagiarism, where text is copied verbatim without quotations, marks, or proper citations, paraphrasing plagiarism, where someone else ideas or text are reworded without proper attribution, and self-plagiarism, where one reuses their own previously submitted work without proper citations. In your assignment, you are expected to demonstrate your understanding of the topic by synthesizing information from various sources, providing side critical analysis, and presenting your own ideas in your original manner. Proper citations and referencing are essential for acknowledging the contributions of others and avoiding plagiarism. Also, you need to beware the policy that requires less than 10% similarity to other works to maintain academic integrity. Finally, formatting and submission. To ensure your submission meets the requirements and is presented in the proper format, prepare your assignment documents using Microsoft Words or another word processing software. Format your document accounting to academic standards, including a clear title page with your name, course detail, assignment title, and submission date. Organize your assignment into sections corresponding to each task with clear heading and subheadings for easy, navigations. Write in a clear and concise manner, providing through explanations and using appropriate language and terminology. Include practical examples, calculations, and references as needed to support your arguments and demonstrate your understanding of the concepts. Uh, Again, finally, ensure proper citation referencing using the Harvard referencing system for all sources used in your assignment. Proofread your document carefully to check for any errors in grammar, uh, spelling or formatting. So save your documents as a Word file or PDF for submission. So when your assignment document is ready, you can submit in via the online, Moodle platform. So I hope by following these steps and adhering to the specified format and submission guidelines, you can ensure that your assignment is well presented and meets the requirements for submission. So that's it for today. Uh, Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today and throughout the financial reporting sessions. And that's it, guys. And this was our last session of assignment uh, discussions. And good luck for your assignment. And bye for now. And have a good day ahead. Bye, everyone. Until any next topic. Bye for now.